Okay, so
Hey, Mark,
Yes.
when we turn that?
Is it on? I think it's on, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, it's on.
okay, so if I bring back the operation before the finishing. So if we have to do the roofing with the milling tool, so we select roofing over there.
Oh, it does it with steps, is that it?
Yeah. Then in the setting, so we always make the roofing in the vertical position.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Not the angle of the face?
it doesn't give you any advantage to do it like this.
Because it's only the one edge.
Yeah, so then, so in some case you can do it in different position,
Yeah,
but
keep it
most of the time it doesn't give you any advantage
Okay.
doing it. Okay, so so we can keep like 0.5 for finishing, 0.5. The step over also is always automatic. Climb direction. Also we can do sweeping in our case, okay, and we can change the direction value with 0 or 90. In my case it's 90. So then you have a new item altitude. There you set up the vertical steps over there. So the strategy, make sure this is enabled all the time. So for this operation we will go through together on all the parameters, and we will set the predefined parameters for this kind of operation, because I want you to have this all the time enabled. Why? If I hit F1, no, not this one, so maybe here, F1, okay. Unreachable area. Your tool is having diamonds on the side, but not on the middle. So if I plunge straight down, what happens? I make hole in the side, but in the middle I still have, so I break everything. So this is why we have this parameter here, and you have to enable this. So if you have in your model some holes, and if the diameter of the hole is less than this value, then you will never plunge inside this. I will avoid this. Okay, so we will set this enable all the time, because if you forget this and you plunge down, you break. In the best case, you break the stone, that's it, and in the worst, you break the machine. So
That wouldn't be good.
that's why we have to go. We can do that now. So unreachable area management. So let me close this, close this. So if we go in operation, default parameters, you open your own parameters.
Sorry, under operation, default, oh, default parameter operation, okay.
Yeah.
Under operations?
You go interrupt, default, okay. You open heritage, okay, and you open 3D module, and it is roofing, and the name was unreachable. So you select unreachable area management, you set it
Oh,
then this 3D module, roofing, you unreach. Okay, you can use that
Oh,
now.
that's why you're wrong. I pressed enter.
Okay, so if it's at false, you open and you click on this to put it true. Okay.
You hit on the little square.
Yeah, you click inside, it switches to true. Correct.
Do we set a parameter though, like how thick?
So we can also set the predefined parameter of what you
Well, yeah, so there is a certain depth, but it's always being worn away. At the bottom of the tool,
No, in fact,
this
what we say, we don't define this on the tool. So what we do with this, in fact, to be able to plunge down, we need at least to move one radius, one side, and one radius on the other side, so full diameter, okay? So in fact, you will see with this parameter, you have another parameter, the minimum radius, and then it check if you can do this movement to be able to plunge.
so that it's cutting on the side. Yeah, yeah. So that the whole tool can stay within the safe radius.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
we
so
get we get the save button.
yeah, so now maybe we can add also the vertical step. So maybe if we say step, no, so stay there. I will just go back and open and see what is the name. So 3D. So altitude is the axial depth. So
Axes.
axial depth, axial depth. So at the moment you have a kind of
Zero.
calculation.
Mhm.
Okay, you open this and put 2 millimeters. So the preset for you will be 2 millimeters because you know that this tool is supposed to remove 2 millimeters at a time.
Yeah, I mean, it can do 1 to 5, but 2 is a good number.
2, yes, it's a good value because this is correct for also for granite or so on. So. Okay, what else we can put as the default setting? We can also, there is collision control, tool holder management, so you can set this one to 1, tool holder. No, so tool,
Sorry, I spelled it wrong. Tool holder.
okay, put it at true, same thing. Okay.
Tool holder.
Yes.
Oh, I heard tool order. Oh, I spelled it wrong or what? HOLDER.
Holder?
Yeah.
HOLDER?
HOLDER. Yeah.
Tool holder.
There's nothing popping up.
Under roughing?
Oh, I didn't go with the air automation. Sorry, that's my fault.
So you have to go
Yeah,
there,
sorry.
3D, roofing, okay, now. Just keep everything open, we go through all the parameters, so don't accept or don't just change the value.
So just change the top one to true. Double click. Box. Yeah, and then check the box.
Okay, so we can add also the lateral safe distance. So, we have it now. No, yes, so put it at 2 millimeter or 3 millimeter. It was set at 3.
3 is
Oh,
the,
that's fine. Okay, so
it's okay, we don't need to change that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let me go back to the setting. So the step over, we put this at 50%.
That's what it's at.
No, it is the last one. Step over 70.
How do you know it's that one, not this one?
This one, the other one is last.
Step
Yeah.
over, okay.
Step over. Switch it to 50%.
So the one that's, the one that's 70%, we switch to 50?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, what else we need? Planar area machining.
True?
Put it at true.
What does that mean?
So in fact, I want you to set this to the initial setting because it's something difficult to keep in mind. So in fact, if we define like a step every 5 millimeter, so we cut the model in 5 millimeter and we calculate the toolpath in each one. So if you have any flat area in between the 5 millimeter steps, so just in the middle or somewhere, you don't make it and you don't make it. So then we add a specific path to that level to make the flat area. Okay, then you save time for the next operation.
Yeah, okay.
So that's why I like to do this, because especially for you will see in the future you will do a lot of roofing for the guys and finish by hand. So if you do the flat level at the correct position for them, it's better if you don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That must be, when I was doing surfacing using the program, I could specify 5 millimeter steps, but then, yeah, sometimes the last final pass will only be a mil or two, because it was coming down to the height that I had specified. Yeah.
Okay, scallop optimization has to
The
be.
planar area machining doesn't pop up. I
What?
don't know if I spelled it wrong or what.
A-N-A-R?
Okay, so there's one N.
Just planar.
I tried just planar, it didn't work.
Are you
A-R. It's not
planar? Planar with A.
So AR?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's make it planar. Okay. Oh, you have a T. Oh, that's fine. No, planar era machining. Change it to true.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. Strategy was, that's okay. Machining loops. Or no, H.
HSM?
SM strategy, yes. HSM strategy. Okay.
Strategy 1?
You put no without loop. So this select to without loop.
HSM
Strategy? Sorry,
Just with HSM.
I did HSM. So strategy 1?
HSM strategy. Okay, this one.
Okay.
So and select without loop.
Without loop.
Okay, this is for high-speed machining. I explain you, we try to make curve all the time. We don't need this. If you put this, all the machine will make like all the time some strange curves. So we remove this. Okay. Okay, so blend and retract. Okay, okay. Safety distance also. Safety distance. The preset is 2 mm. Switch it to 10 mm. So this is the distance when we go rapid to the stone. We change the speed at 2 mm. So which is
Okay, so just in case our measurement was wrong.
Yeah.
It's got some, yeah, okay.
then
Yeah, see, 2 millimeters would have, yeah, we would
even
have
you
problem.
can do 20. You lose a little line, but
It just goes from 20,000 to 800, I guess, the speed
Yeah.
changes?
Yeah. So all, you can even put 20.
Yeah, put 20.
Yeah.
Just change that to 20. Safety distance?
SAFTY.
Is it E, S-A-F-E-T, sorry, S-A-F-E-T-Y.
Yeah,
Safety-Y. Safe.
Safety distance
Under-
tool.
Under geometry, should be just safety distance.
Okay, so I have lean in, safety distance, lead out, safety distance, geometry right here, sorry. 20 mils?
Yeah. So that's like when it goes, when it's moving around the piece really
Okay.
fast.
Oh, it has 20 mils of distance?
No, it means that don't come within 20 mils of the stone at that speed.
Okay, so 20 mil, yeah, I was saying the same thing but different.
Okay.
Okay, so you can save this first and then save with with this and accept. Or if you close and say accept, you will ask you to save. Okay, so if you now if you go in roofing, move this before the blade so disable the blade operation because we don't need first. Disable. Okay, this one disable. Okay, bring this before the finishing. Okay, here, correct. Now you go in 3D and do the roofing. Disable yes. The first one.
Delete?
No. Editing, disable.
Enable the safety.
Okay. Okay, now bring this just before the first two pass. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Okay. So you make a roofing, 2D, 3D, roofing. You have it here. Yeah. And just apply. Because we have preset everything,
You don't
Okay.
change the feed.
you don't have to set any parameters.
What about the feed rate?
Yes, just the feed rate,
So we said 800 before?
800. Yeah. So just set the feed rate, but you can just accept, and then it will apply with all the presets. Normally, you don't have to change anything.
Yeah, I'm just curious. that's
Yeah.
all.
But we can go ahead and see all the parameters, but I want just to show you what is the roofing with the stubbing wheel.
Right. And we don't change the
No.
orientation because 0, is flat?
I think it's the third one. There you go.
Okay,
Great. So what we're supposed
so
to-
everybody have
What?
a roofing operation. So if we do now, it's better to make a verified, or you can use your,
Yeah.
because mine is a different machine, a different, okay? So it's better to make, so eject the simulation and do it with the verification. Roofing, right click, no, the roofing. Verify. You can bring this window on the other one.
Is that what you mean, or take them off?
when you have the force down, take it like no, like this. Then you have the two windows, one on the other one.
Okay.
But this one is a machine PI, you can close. Now I'm done with this. Okay. Okay, so then you can run. So you, with the verification, you have a better understanding of what happened. You see you're doing steps. So same thing, if you want to do just one side of the piece, you move the box,
The box.
the pink box,
Right.
same thing.
Okay. Just drag this box.
Yeah. So how long time is that? 2 hours and 25 minutes. And with the blade it was like
Half of that.
50 minutes or even less.
An hour and 14 or something, yeah.
No, you can check if you close this.
That to enable it?
But let's see if you just click on it. Yeah, 50 minutes for each side, so 2 hours, and it was 2 hours. No.
I thought it was like 54 minutes in total.
Yeah, because we run it to 200%, because they didn't set the correct speed yet. So it was 50 minutes, so 1 hour with the blade, and with the milling tool it is 2 hours and something. And also the cost of machining with the blade is much lower than with the milling tools.
Yeah. And also, like I was saying before, you could do the blade and have larger steps and then use a chisel to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And then come back with
Yeah.
milling tools. It could be even
And
half
half.
again.
What if we, because we're allowed 1 to 5 millimeters deep, right? What if we were to do it like 4 millimeters? So that would be would that be twice as fast? Oh no, it would make the steps bigger.
Yeah. Set your tool, set the speed and go. You don't have to set any parameters.
Mhm.
Even if the shape is really complicated,
It's all there.
same thing.
You're just roughing. and
Roughing is the easiest part of the calculation. So that's why I tell you that very often. Maybe just the roofing is just enough to give them for the stone mason to finish manually and so on. Okay. So maybe we can have a look on the machine now if it's correct, and then we will do another exercise.
And what about, instead of doing passes like this, what if we tilted the blade like that and cut that way?
This, or the
Mhm.
milling tool?
No, the disc.
Cut it this way? Like take a big chunk off?
Yeah, take a chunk like this instead of
Yeah,
going like this.
yeah.
Could we just slice the whole top right off?
If, in this case, we could do something, like we can only go so far.
Mm-hmm. Till we get to the arbor,
That's right,
the flange.
that's right. Yeah.
So you could almost cut it from like one side and then the other side, and you'd be left with maybe a little bit in between.
And I guess you have to come up from this way, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise that flange would start to hit.
Oh, right, yeah.
So, but, yeah.
Yeah, just an idea.
Yeah. I was gonna go through that exercise, I realized it wasn't even recording the whole time. So, we went into roughing. I guess we didn't really do that much because it's all preset, but I don't think it was recording when we were doing all that presetting. I thought I had it set with like sound. It worked better when it was. It's just so much information, eh? Like I think we're really gonna rely on these
Mm-hmm.
friggin' See, then it gives me a signal. Anyways, yeah, so he was saying that we could drag the box to limit the operation. We don't need to go we don't need to go on an angle, but we could specify the face probably if we want the tool to be on an angle, you know. But like you said, it doesn't matter, I guess. I guess the steeper the angle, it would matter more, because you'd have a bigger chunk, like you might actually be the milling tool may be taking off like 5 mils or 6 mils or something, you know. But in this case, we don't have to. And then he disabled these things.
Oh, and it's doing the,
I thought those were square before.
yeah.
NC operations, roughing. Why is there 2?
Is it one with the, oh, there are 2 there.
It looks like it does both sides. So that was looping, wasn't there something?
Mm-hmm.
You'd think it would have.
Was it, it wasn't in the,
You'd think it would be under this one. Christine just arrived in Calgary.
oh, yeah. On business or?
Business, yeah. Strategy, climbing, end milling strategy, successive contouring. We wanted the sweep though, didn't we? Under sweeping. Yeah, here, and work arc. So, no work arc.
That oriented it the other way.
No, that's bad. Still oriented the right way. Maybe if we go back to,
But I think it's going, it's passing this way instead of this way.
this way?
Yeah, I think it's passing the squares going that way for some reason.
I don't think so, I think it's going this way and it's turning and then going back, and
Okay.
turning and coming back. But I was expecting those to be, well, if we go to,
That's the first one, or that's the second one?
that's weird, it was going one side and the other side?
Yeah.
Yeah, why would you do that? Seems like a waste of time. Zigzag. One-way cycle. No, zigzag means it would go up there and then back, so
Mhm.
we do want zigzag. Sweeping. It seems like none of the settings that we had set were in here. Maybe did he only do it on this computer? Yeah, we haven't done any roughing on this computer yet, that's why. ever did. He just showed us roughing, so we would have to go, actually, if we Stubbing, build, planar faces, machine, roughing. So maybe if we started this again, maybe then it would bring in the defaults, cause I think I maybe did that before he set all those defaults. So if I get rid of this, and I delete this guy. Editing, delete, yes. Editing, delete, yes. And now I want to start a new roughing. Not sure where that goes. Does it go somewhere once I press it? Yes. Oh,
What the?
okay, so here's my roughing that I just made.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's just go in there. So he said basically set it and forget it.
But that looks like a weird roughing.
Okay, so we're using the T11, which is the right tool. We wanted to change this to 800, but that was basically the only thing he said to change. These numbers should change, yeah, there you go. And then no, see, all these are defaults. These are the defaults that I thought they would be. No, it says climb, successive contouring by interval. Yeah, it's all fine. Maybe it's because we're roughing. It was square when we were doing the finishing. Yeah, that's better. Only one side. Before he was going back and forth, back and forth.
What's the difference between verification and simulation?
Well, I think simulation tells you the elapsed time, and this one is more about collisions. And he said it's a little bit easier to visualize. You don't have all the paths and stuff showing. It's supposed to eject it, I guess. Oops. Okay. So what was this? This was using the blade, right? I think. Is that what that was? Right. So this is another roughing